Hi, this is Pete Thayer. In this video, we're going to look at the eViewer icons. There are 7 icons and each has a very specific purpose. Let's find out what each of these can do for you. The 7 eViewer icons appear down here right by the bird's name. At the top of the page, you have the menu bar for things you don't use very often, and then the toolbar for the major portions of this birding program. Let's look at these 7 icons one at a time. The first one is the zoom icon, and this lets you magnify the photos and scroll through them. After clicking the zoom icon, we see the first photo. The bird's name and a brief description of the photo appears in the upper left. In the lower left corner, we can see the photographer. And to get to the next photo, all we have to do is click Next. The next photo appears. This is usually a female or a bird in flight. Click Next to continue with the rest of the photos. Continue clicking Next until you reach the end, or click Previous to back up. There are usually between 2 and 15 photos for each species. Next is the Compare icon. You can use this to compare any 2 species and show photos or range maps side by side. This is an extremely helpful part of this birding software. When the side-by-side comparison screen appears, we see 2 identical photos. We can change these pictures by clicking the links just above the photos. To select a new photo, click the small black triangle on the right-hand side. You will then see a list of all the birds. Use the scroll bar on the right to move up and down this list and make your selection. Or perhaps you just want to compare male and female of the same species. In that case, click on the black triangle to the far right and then select one of the other media items that are available. On the side-by-side comparison screen, you actually have 4 different choices. 2 let you select a bird, and 2 let you select the media, so you have a lot of flexibility. One of my favorite things to do is to compare the range maps for 2 different species. Here's a fun hidden feature. Right-click on any of the images and you can play the recording, jump right to the field guide page, or even flip the image 180 degrees. You can even click the word View in the upper left and arrange the photos horizontally or vertically. Here's what the vertical view looks like. Hey, did you realize you could have the bird name appear 10 different ways? Just set this up in the eViewer field guide portion, and when you click over to the side-by-side comparison, it will keep the same format. The Birder's Handbook is a fantastic book by Ehrlich, Dobkin, and Way, and it's over 800 pages long. This is available in electronic format in version 7. Clicking on the Birder's Handbook icon takes you to the page that shows you all about the nest, the eggs, the diet, and much more for this species. On the previous screen, you may have noticed we clicked on a related article called Feathers. This takes us to this article, one of 250 in the Birder's Handbook. The print icon lets you print out the entire eViewer page for a species. This includes all the pictures. We do not recommend printing out all 985 species. The View Bird icon is the one you'll use the most. This takes you to the eViewer page that has all the information about a single species. On this page, you can do things like play the bird's song, watch videos, or even add your own photos and record your sightings. The View Similar icon can often be quite helpful. This will show you 5 similar species. Here we see the least bittern and 5 other species that this bird is often confused with. The View Related icon will show you all the other species in the same family. Here we see a picture of the family that contains all the herons and egrets. For larger bird families like this, you'll need to use the scroll bar on the right-hand side to see everything. Now you know what each of those 7 icons are for in the eViewer guide. Don't be afraid to click on anything to see what happens.